I always say it's double plus cool to hear everybody. So you guys are great, and thank you, thank you, thank you. And so now I'm going to butt in. Sometimes I would butt in the middle of the rounds by doing this, but I'm going to do periodic table poems. I'm going to pull out something from the most recent issue of cc&d magazine, which was released today, and I need to sing it. Because somebody sent me things about what? About lutetium. I'm looking at it right here in the book. And I figured, why not share a poem with you titled Lutetium that was done for shows in Chicago. I think it was in an art center that also appear in the periodic table of poetry. I know I have to show off as many books as I can. Why not, right? This is in cc&d and the periodic table of poetry. And this was actually written before all the elements had names. So you'd have Unanoctium, even though it has a different name now. Anywho, this poem is Lutetium. When I was little and first fell in love with the stars in the sky, it was always easy to spot the constellation Cassiopeia at night. Just look for 5 dots that look like a letter W as the throne for Cassiopeia, the queen of Ethiopia. But apparently the Germans had a thing for Cassiopeia too, because an Austrian, a Frenchman, and an American all independently discovered the element lutetium at the same time. After years of debate, the Frenchman won the naming rights for lutetium, but the Germans still stuck with Cassiopeia for their name of choice through the 1950s. But I don't know, maybe this element lutetium was the perfect thing for Queen Cassiopeia, because although it is more common than silver here on Earth, it's hard to separate it from other elements, and it's harder and denser than its counterparts, even costing $10,000 per milligram. If I could have photographed Queen Cassiopeia, I may have wanted lutetium aluminum garnet as the liquid element in immersion lithography for added depth of focus in my photojournalism travails. But maybe I should just savor the connection between Queen Cassiopeia with her throne in the sky, the mother of Andromeda, goddess and galaxy, and lutetium, something that has always been so strong and that has also worked with other things to help us see everything so much better. Lutetium. Lutetium, I was in a period, you know, at the time when I was writing these all, I was, oh, you've got me at an art center doing things. Well, I'll wear a shirt that says art can't hurt you and perform in Chicago downtown for the show for it. This one, I'm going to share with you 2 more tiny ones. They're going to be Twitter length ones because a chemist friend of mine said, hey, there's a contest going on. So I said, I'm an idiot. I'm going to do periodic table poems for every element. So I got them in there too. And I thought this was so cool because it not only appears in cc&d, but also Twitterverse periodic table poetry. And if you see this thing online, you will actually see that it is a moving thing. I kept marking all the pages for these things for lutetium. Lutetium and the crude truth. Lutetium and rare earth elements aren't rare. Extracting them is. The US produces tons, but it still goes to China to extract it. So we're still 100% reliant on China for our tech. Canada has Saskatoon, and I've just lost my thing for it. Canada has Saskatoon. I've lost my thing altogether. It's all gone. Find it. Here we go. I apologize. Canada has Saskatoon mines, and Texas, the crude state, they may even now mine lutetium and REEs for electric cars. That's the turnaround for Texas. And yes, I had to go traveling around, and I'm like, I have to film oil things running while I'm actually living here and have that for it. Sorry that I lost my spot on that for you guys. Yeah, I did happen to read that at the Gallery Cabaret back when I was there in 2022. I keep showing these things to you guys, and you may have seen them and me with all my crazy effects, but I might as well show you one more for an isotope, lutetium-177. This is lutetium-177. Oh, what a relief it is. Neuroendocrine tumors are on the rise, like most cancers, but oh, what a relief it is. Patients with these gastroenterobronchial tumors now find relief when treated with lutetium-177. The CNSC approved the first power reactor producer of lutetium-177 to use science to save lives. Yay, you can't see it, but if you wanted to see it on a screen, I'm trying to show it. You know, it's impossible to see, but there are actual scientific elements of seeing these tumors and how they can be seen and detected. Or you can see them online as well. And they're not even in color in the books, so you guys can check them out online if you're interested. And as I had said before, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we do have room for doing one round. So, as I should say my order, David, yeah, and I'm not going to read any more of your poetry after this. Young man, I'm pointing at him on my Zoom meeting. So he gets to read, and then following would be Ron with the song. So if you are ready, my darling, you can take it away.